Hey guys, welcome back to POC3. I'm Paris, one of the co-hosts, and today I'm going to be showing you guys my sort of like favorite ramen recipe, I guess. It's pretty simple, honestly, but yeah, I'm just really hungry, so let's get started. Okay, so the stuff that we need obviously is the ramen, so I'm going to go get that first. And then measuring cup. You're gonna want 2 cups. That looks like pretty much 2 cups. And this is a ramen I'm gonna be using. Honestly, everyone pretty much uses this, and it's like, yeah, it's not that hard to make, but still. So we're gonna boil the water first, and then, yeah, we're gonna boil the water first. And then once the water starts boiling, I'm gonna put this in for like 3 minutes, I think, and then just like start stirring. Whoa. Sorry, that was loud. I use these chopsticks for literally everything. Like, I've never used another pair of chopsticks. That's why they're starting to turn yellow, because I've eaten them with ramen so much. But you're also gonna need eggs, or 1 egg. You can make more, I guess, if you want, but I usually just like using 1 egg for mine. I'm scared it's gonna fall. And then I'll let you guys know when I put the egg in, because it's a very specific time. I don't like it too cooked, and I don't like it like obviously undercooked, because that's more nasty. Let's see. While that's boiling, sorry, my dog's being annoying, but okay, sorry, my dog was being really antsy, I guess, so he was trying to go outside. But while this is starting to like really boil and stuff, my co-hosts, freaking Ramona and Khalid, sent me some questions to answer. Let's see. They said, these are like personalized questions, so I'm really scared. Said, what are the top 3 things on your bucket list? Oh boy. Oh my gosh. Go. Ramona and I have this joke where, or it's not a joke, it's more like hypothetical, I guess, that if we like graduate and stuff, we want to, not if, when we graduate, we want to do like a bunch of stuff that we've never done, so like fishing, camping, what was the other stuff? Hunting, because like we've never ever done those things. That's obviously started boiling, so we're gonna put this in now. Let's see if I can shift it. Can you guys see it now? Forward. So this is what it looks like when like before it's separated, but how do I can't really do this because my phone's in my hand. I would go like this and separate. I don't know if this is how everyone makes their ramen. I feel like a lot of people make their ramen differently, even though it's like the same brand. If I had the time and money, I would probably go to H Mart, which is like an Asian supermarket, and try out all their different kinds of ramen. Oh my gosh. Ignore that. This is why I could never be on MasterChef. I'm over here spilling water, boiling water. So yeah, okay, there's like 1 minute and 30 seconds, but once it gets to a minute, once it gets to a minute, I like to put in the egg then, so then it's like perfect timing once it's all the way done. I'm gonna do it now, actually. Oh my gosh, I think I just dropped the egg shell in there. Okay. Wow, I usually make it better than this. looks like this, but I didn't want to pop the yolk, but now it looks like a bunch of scrambled eggs. Also, the steam is making me really hot. Okay, the timer just went off, so this part's really important. Obviously, you want to turn the stove off. You can turn the fan off. And then, looks like that. And then, I really didn't want to pop the egg. I don't know why I'm saying pop. Pop the yolk. You burst the yolk open. And then, you're gonna want to obviously, so here's the thing about the draining part. I like to drain it, but not all the way. Yeah, so that there's like a little bit left. We're gonna need a bowl. I probably should have gotten that first. Okay, ramen bowl, and then put all of that there. Okay, I just put in all the seasoning, and then you're obviously gonna want to mix it up because you don't want it all in one place. And then, see, I actually didn't want the egg to be cooked this much, but it's fine. But honestly, it's not supposed to look like this, but I'm still gonna eat it because I'm really hungry. Okay, so Hermana sent me this question. I'm gonna just finish answering these. She said, if you could go back in time, what's one piece of advice you would give your past self? Just one? Honestly, I don't know what I was doing, like, before the pandemic, I guess. Like, even then, I was acting so in my own world. That's the best way I can put it. One piece of advice, I would say, oh, why is that such a hard question? I can just think of like 10 things right off the bat. I guess I would say try to pick your own style, maybe. Like, not just clothes, but everything. Like, I used to be such a copycat, basically. What else? Teddy just jumped on our couch. But he looks really cute, so I'm gonna leave him. If you were given a plane ticket to go anywhere in the world on a weekend trip, where would you go and who would you take? I guess it's pretty obvious, but I would take just kidding, I'd take Teddy. Nah, I'm just kidding, Hermana, I'd definitely take you. But I think I would want to go to, that's tough. I've always wanted to go to like Seoul, Korea, honestly. Just cause that's such a cool place to go. I don't really like super tropical places, even though that's like a really popular thing, like Hawaii or I don't know, any of the islands sort of thing. But yeah, somewhere more urban. But what else? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Okay, the next question she asked was, if you had to change your first name, what would you change it to? And I always tell Hermana this, basically we always answer this question, like if we could rename ourselves, and I always tell her that I want to be named Sasha. And it's like no particular reason, it's just I had a dream once that back in my elementary school, my name was Sasha for some reason, and I was like, that's the one. Which episode has been your favorite to host and why? Obviously, I've only hosted 2 out of the 3 of our episodes, but this last one was really funny, really fun to host, and really funny in general because the 2 guests that we had were so like well spoken, first of all, but half of that stuff was like not even on script. We barely have a script really, but they just like, I was so first of all, I was so surprised when I got the host. It was like a 1 out of 6 chance, and it should have been Khalid, but whatever. Yeah, that one was just so much fun to host, and I also felt like I had a personal connection with it, I guess, because like the one before that, it was sort of about like black identity, and then this one was about like Asian identity, so I sort of connected with both of them, like on a personal level. And then she said, in what ways have you felt challenged while working in POC3? I guess like in my role sort of as the co-host and like overseeing most of the stuff, along with Hermona and Khalid, obviously, I think we honestly have good chemistry between the three of us. But I guess I would say I have trouble deciding what's best for POC3's future, and then what's best for sort of like our team, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, sometimes I can be harsh when I like want to improve things. So I guess my biggest challenge is like being more empathetic to others when working with others. Yeah, sorry, that was really deep, but maybe a couple more because I'm almost done eating. Let's see, what's the first thing you do every morning? Well, the very first thing I do is I drink some water because I am parched in the morning. But I guess the next thing I do is okay, I drink water, go to the bathroom, I make my bed, I start a load of laundry, and then what do I do after that? I usually do my homework in the morning, honestly, and if it's not homework, it's like studying for exams, the standard test stuff, and then I eat, okay, it literally said what's the first thing, and then I gave like 5, so my bad. What's the last thing you do before bed? Okay, it's sort of the same process. It's like I eat, then I clean up the kitchen and stuff, and then I fold the laundry after it's done, and then I do my skincare routine, face stuff, just me washing my face and stuff. And then what else do I do? Oh, I make sure Teddy comes in because we always have to let him out before like we all go to bed and stuff, or else like we'll forget and leave him out there. And he always has to go do his business. And then what do I do after that? Okay, this last one is what is one embarrassing moment that you regret in your life? I have so many embarrassing moments, honestly, but okay, I have one to say, but I don't honestly regret it, but I'll explain why. In 8th grade at UPrep, what? Oh, sorry, I had egg on my mouth. On the 8th grade camping trip, that was like by far the best camping trip at my school, by the way, but I was in this biking like group, like that was our activity for the day, and I was with Hermona. And it started off really bad because the seats were really uncomfortable and everything, and it's like it was scorching hot that day. It was the most random bike trail too, like we were in the middle of nowhere, and we ran out of water. We saw 2 snakes, and I think we saw a deer, like a body of a deer. It was like called carcass, and eventually everyone got so ahead of us that it was just Hermona and I, and like we couldn't see anyone in front of us and we couldn't see anyone behind us, and we were like, oh my god, what do we do? Even though it was just like even though it was just like a path and all we had to do was go straight, like we weren't even biking at this point, we were just walking with our bikes. And then at one point we came to a 4-way, like a road cut through the path, and I don't know what we were thinking, but we went right, or like we turned and went away from the path, and then after a while we realized that like we weren't supposed to go that way, so we went back, and then we stopped and looked at this map that we couldn't read, and eventually I think we just like stopped because it was so hot and we had like no water, and we were just looking at the freaking cows because we were in the middle of nowhere, and we were like, we can't finish this, like we didn't know what to do. And then I think she started praying or something, like, because it was funny. It's funny now, but it was not funny before because we were so like sweating and hot. And then out of nowhere, the car of our like instructor guy, like our instructor was driving, and he picked us up basically in the middle of the trail. And that was so embarrassing because we were like one of the only ones that didn't finish the activity or the trail thing. But yeah, that's another connection is I don't like biking, so I don't know why I picked that. But the reason why I said that I don't regret it is because at least Hermona and I can like talk about that. I feel like that was like our bonding moment, if you want to call it that. That's so corny, but yeah, some things that you just go through with people, even if they're bad, at least you can laugh about it later. So yeah, the only time we biked on that trail was when we saw a snake, because like, yeah, in life-threatening situations, you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay guys, I finished answering all those random questions that Hermona and Kala sent me, and I finished showing you guys how I like to make my ramen, and then I ate it, obviously. But make sure to follow our Instagram to stay updated. Thanks for watching my mini episode. Again, I'm Paris, one of the co-hosts for POC3. Have a good weekend, you guys, or whenever you watch this.